So my name is James. I am the head of product for Chiliz. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues, so we won't be able to display the presentation, but so I'm just going to talk through it. It's quite straightforward, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to give some context about Chiliz, who's Chiliz, where we've been. So we were established in 2018, and we're still alive, still around, so that's already a good sign. We essentially started off with our Chiliz token, which essentially was the pathway in order for users to get onboarded to buy another asset class, which we created, which is fan tokens. So essentially, we created these partnerships with the biggest clubs in Europe. We started off with PSG, Juventus, and it started to trickle out from there. And now we have about 80 fan tokens for all of these big high value franchises. So what was the point of these fan tokens? So the fan tokens are essentially fungible tokens, ERC20 tokens, CAP20 on our Chiliz chain, that essentially are the gateway for fans to interact with their club. They don't expire, unlike these legacy kind of memberships, and they hold a value, right? So what we did was we launched a customer-facing app called Socios.com. Socios.com had an app chain, which was the legacy version of our Chiliz chain, which housed all of these fan tokens, and we used to, we still do. Actually, we launch polls for users to engage with the team, so they can vote on their favorite MVP of the match. They can vote on what number to give the new signing. These little kind of interactions with fans, so that we can give the fan a say and the feeling that they are really part of the team, right? So that is the feeling we are trying to get from these users to feel part of this community. So that's Socios.com. Socios.com is our user-facing app. It is we had about 2.5 million users on it. So we did really well in 2021. We onboarded a lot of these fans. It gave us the opportunity to work with more clubs. And today we are in a new phase of Chiliz. 2 years ago, we launched our own layer 1, Chiliz Chain, and we want to give the opportunity to more developers to engage with these sports franchises, even the ones that we already have. So through the fan tokens, you can already engage with these clubs. But we also have there's also the opportunity to approach other clubs that we don't already work with. There's also the opportunity to build apps around NFT ticketing, DeFi apps, SportsFi. So SportsFi is kind of what we call our ecosystem, because we want to bring this kind of level of decentralized finance to the sports ecosystem, right? So through DEXs, trading fan tokens, lending, liquid staking, whatever you can think of, we want to bring it to our sports ecosystem. So the proof of concept is there. Clubs want to do it. Clubs want to work with it. Clubs want to make money, and this is a way for clubs to make money. So now it's just an opportunity for others to kind of join in this movement. So we have been, I think it's like our 6th hackathon now with Eat Global. And what we really try to push is for developers to build things that are really going to build a community, build a use case for users to engage with crypto without stuffing the concept down their throat, right? So we want to make it usable, make it something that is going to onboard these massive communities of fans. I mean, I think you can imagine the amount of sports fans in the world is crazy. So it's in the billions, right? So this is an opportunity for a market where you can bring in these fans into the Web3 ecosystem, right? Without, again, having to stuff the technology down their throat. We want to make sure that it's a great experience, a great app, and it's really making use of the technology, right? So we have two tracks. They're generic tracks, so we want to not limit your creativity as much as possible. The two tracks are the next big sports app. So Socios was a success. It still is a success, and we are maintaining it. But we want more Socios in the market. We want more apps that are going to bring in more fans, more usage to the network, more value locked. We want to replicate the success that Socios had across the board. We also have a second track, which is DeFi. So the best DeFi app or use case on Chiliz Chain. Chiliz Chain, like I said, it's 2 years old. The DeFi ecosystem is still starting out, I would say. We're missing lending, we're missing liquid staking, we're missing a lot of really great potential on the chain, and we really want to incentivize you guys to find the next best TVL generator, right? The next best yield generator. We encourage you guys to use our assets. So fan tokens, what's great about fan tokens is that we already made the deal with the club, right? So you can use the asset. You can use the asset on your DApp. You don't have to go through the club. You don't have to, unless, of course, you cannot use the club's IP, but you can use the fan token IP. So we really want to incentivize you guys to use these assets as a use case. Maybe in the future there's going to be more. Then maybe you guys want to approach some clubs, some sports franchises. It doesn't have to be football teams, and your creativity can grow from there. So those are the two tracks that we're providing. So there's first and second place for both tracks. If you go into our It's Global page for the prizes, there's also a link to our documentation and our faucet. The documentation is quite extensive, I would say. There's not much for a layer one to start off. There's RPCs provided. There's everything you need. But obviously, there's always the booth. You can come join. There's myself. There's Steve, our head of engineering, as well, and a couple more devs and dev rels on the team. So we encourage you guys come validate your ideas. We have experience working with these big clubs that we can help you guys navigate through these things. We also encourage you guys to use AI. We all know that AI is really helping developers, but not just developers, right? So we want to bring AI use cases to fans, to users. So we really want to incentivize you guys to do that. So that is Chiliz in a nutshell. A bit less visual, unfortunately, but yeah, if there's any questions, we're open to them. Happy to answer anything, any doubts you might have. Anyone? Yep.
Where do you see yourself moving in the next 6 to 12 months, or do you have anything on the horizon?
Yes. So I mentioned DeFi. So DeFi is it's a big one for us in the next few months. So we want to really solidify our position and make sure that our chain is attractive to other dApps, investors, and have that value locked on chain. We also are expanding as much as possible. So the US market is changing, which gives us an opportunity there as well. It gives anyone an opportunity there, not just us, but it's something that we're also interested in. And we really want to make Chiliz Chain the go-to. It already is, but we want to make it the go-to network for sports projects, right? Sports, entertainment. We anywhere there's fans, anywhere there's a community, they have a place on Chiliz Chain. Yeah.
Do the fan token prices rise and fall with how well with team performance, or is it more based on fan event?
So yes and no. Okay. So there are so when there's big events like the Champions League, like this year we had 4 of our clubs. I think it was PSG, Manchester City, Inter Milan. Anyway, so there were four. I think Barcelona. Anyway, there was four of our fan tokens that were taking part in the semifinals and the finals of the Champions League, and that price action we could see it on the token. It's not tied as much as we want it yet, and we do have plans in the future to optimize the tokenomics to try and make it more based on real world events, but we're not there yet. Argentina.
And during the World Cups, all by that we can also see the price can go up. But we also
The interest increases, yes, for sure.
and we also saw that, for example, like when Messi arrived at Paris Saint-Germain, the rumors around the transfer also played a lot around the value of the token. So there can be a lot of things that are happening around the teams that we token for that might change.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is that the clubs are really responsive to it. Like they really want to find ways to make it work, to onboard more users, to monetize their users, because at the end of the day, clubs are businesses as well. So they're helping to try and make this more possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick question about just the trading of tokens within the clubs.
Mhm.
Can I take a Manchester United token and transfer it or trade it for a Juventus token, or can I go to the Juventus? You can say it right, Juventus shop and buy some swag with it.
So
Interoperable or swappable in like within the Chiliz network? Or?
So think of fan tokens as any other ERC20 token, right? So what you can do with you can swap on a DEX, you can swap on exchanges, you can do countless things. Like anything you could do with an ERC20 token, you can do with these tokens. In terms of what you can get out of rewards, so there are two levels, right? So there's what we provide through the Socios app, through the club. So the more you engage with the token on the app, the more reward points you generate, and the reward points can be translated into rewards, right? So you can get merch, you can get tickets, VIP tickets. We have a skybox in almost all of the clubs that we work with. We send fans there all the time. There's experiences that you can get rewarded, like playing a game on the PSG pitch, which is just insane for a fan. And then there's the level where the club provides as well access, right? So there's integrations that they create on their website for you to token gate stuff on their store with the tokens, but it's more limited to what the club is capable of doing tech-wise, right? So we are like the infrastructure provider for the club. We try to help them do whatever they can. But when they do stuff on their side, they're more limited because they are not tech companies, right? They are sports franchises, so it's a bit more limited in that sense. Okay, so if there's no other questions, I wish you guys the best of luck. We're really excited to see what you guys come up with. We've seen some really interesting projects in the previous years, so we really want to. We're really excited to see on Sunday what you have. And I remind you again, we have a booth. Come by, come talk to us, validate your ideas. We're happy to talk to you guys. Okay, best of luck.